And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
Yeah, how cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. When it comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Bulls his way forward. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up. Release
to the back. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rambling Wreck got to the finish line in the nick of time and beat the Dogs in a close one the last time they saw them.
And man, have they had a blast in the Peach State. Bragging rights for an entire year. Georgia Tech has loved it. They have owned it. Let's see if the Dogs want to change that. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The Bulldogs get enough to move the chain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking deep. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got his man. Makes a catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Quick handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Smashes through. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, recently, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Georgia going up tempo. He'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. Great veteran presence in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a hit on that one. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Avoids pressure. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, from Athens to Atlanta, there are some edgy folks and emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Dogs and Yellow Jackets.
And the Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Going up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback will keep it. Across the 25. Quarterback gets enough. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he stopped him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The give to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Now facing a third and long. Unloads quickly. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bradfield. Oh, what a move! And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks, and he picks up the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They're going to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, running back gets to give. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, Who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down, and that's trailing by a score.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unleashes one. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. This offense has a second down play. The give from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming. First play of the first possession of OT. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. Now the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop. Nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.